Hey, so the invention strategies that I primarily used were listing and cubing. I also, in the end, did some clustering, and I didn't end up choosing those three just because they were the first three on the list. But just reading over them all, they kind of made the most sense just directly for me. So those are the ones I went with. I started off doing a lot of listing of what I wanted um, to talk about overall, or what I wanted to find more out about. Um, so I stuck with the listing, doing that, and I listed off a bunch of different things, and I made a few different lists. Um, and then I moved into cubing to kind of get more in depth about the topic I chose. So I was overall uh, happy with everything. And then the clustering I did at the end kind of to wrap everything up a bit more, and maybe that'll help in the end kind of lead into structuring the essay a little bit. And I feel like I chose kind of a broad topic, so I probably still need to cut it down and be a little more specific within it. Um, and the topic I chose, though, that I at least did all this writing about, I think I'll probably use it for the essay eventually, is the use of practical effects in modern film. Um, and that more specifically practical effects, um, as opposed to like CGI and digital effects. So that'll be there's a lot to talk about, and it's something that's personally interesting to me, because I do want to kind of go into the film industry to do props and that kind of set work, and that all kind of falls under practical effects, and that can also kind of encompass like special effects, makeup, and even some like stunt work sometimes can count as like practical effects. Um, but I'm interested in, at least for the essay, talking about less the history of special effects and the use of that, um, but more modern stuff, and how new technologies and like materials and techniques like 3D printing are kind of advancing that field, and the use of like computer designed things that aren't necessarily like, it's not CGI, but it's just using computers to design things. I don't know. There's a lot to it, and I'm interested in learning more about it, but it's also something I know a good bit about, so I think it'll make a really good topic.